How to convert decimals to fractions in the hundredths place. Here we have a number line and a place value chart. I see my place value chart has ones place, a decimal, tenths place, and hundredths place. I know that tenths and hundredths are decimals and they are part of a whole or part of a one. So let's take a look at these same numbers on the number line. I notice my number line goes from 0 to 1 whole, so these decimals here are part of a whole. They are written in hundredths. Let me show you how I know that. If I put the first number here into my place value chart, I see that this is 10 hundredths. 10 hundredths as a fraction would look like this. So 20 hundredths as a decimal would look like this, but the fraction would look like this. 30 hundredths as a decimal, 30 hundredths as a fraction. And we could keep going all the way down our number line, converting our decimal to fractions. But what if we had a number like 52 hundredths? Where would that be? 52 hundredths would go in between 50 hundredths and 60 hundredths. There it is, 52 hundredths. So we're going to practice doing this today, finding it on a number line and converting it into a fraction. And you might need to zoom in and look at other parts of a number line today, just like this. So let's start with 60 hundredths. Let's find it on the number line. There it is. 60 hundredths on the number line would look like this as a fraction, 60 hundredths. Now we have 90 hundredths. On the number line, it's over here pretty close to 1 whole. And as a fraction, 90 hundredths would be 90 hundredths. 90 is my numerator, hundredths is my denominator. Let's take it up a notch. 21 hundredths. I don't see 21 on here. I definitely don't see 21 hundredths. So I need to think, where would 21 hundredths go? What numbers would it be in between? That's right, it would be in between 20 hundredths and 30 hundredths. So if we have 20 hundredths to 30 hundredths, there's 9 more numbers in between, all the way from 21 hundredths to 29 hundredths. So do you see 21 hundredths now? That's right, it's right there. So 21 hundredths as a decimal would look like 21 hundredths as a fraction. 21 is my numerator, 100 is my denominator. Let's do this one more time, but with the number 55 hundredths. Again, I don't see 55 hundredths on my number line, but I have to think, what number would this be in between? 55 hundredths would be between 50 hundredths and 60 hundredths. So let's take a look. Do you see 55 hundredths now? Good, it's right there. So 55 hundredths as a decimal, 55 would be my numerator, and 100 would be my denominator. Now you've learned how to convert decimals to fractions in the hundredths place.